Great question. How do you convince someone, how do you, sort of what are the metrics? How do you convince a skeptical audience of this trust metric? You don't. You don't, right? You can't twist anybody's arm to do something that they don't want to do. And, the law of diffusion, which I obey, as much as I can, which is you don't need the majority, you need those people who believe what you believe. In other words, when you do some nice things for people, they may not do something nice back because they may be, we live in a world in which you do something for somebody, they think you want something from them, right? That's unfortunately the society we've created. But that's the risk that we keep taking. I'm not saying you should keep doing it for somebody who keeps doing nothing and keeps sort of, crapping on you because of it. Then at some point you have to be like, all right, my bad, right? And you back off. I don't believe in helping everyone. I do not believe in it, right? This is not, let's do good for everyone on the planet. That's not what I'm talking about. Mother Teresa, who's the poster child for giving selflessly to all who need, at the end of her life started questioning the existence of God and, by the way, hated her life. Serious, okay? In other words, giving to others unabashedly is actually self-destructive. It doesn't help, right? And it's just like going on dates with people you don't like doesn't mean you'll eventually click and match, right? There's only one machine that I found that really accurately measures trust better than any other sort of metric. It's called a human being. It's really good at it, right? And so those feelings you get, trust them in one way or the other. It's the little risks, it's the butterflies, it's the unsure, it's the backwards and forwards, it's the dance, it's dating, it's the dance, it's the nerves, it's that. So if there are cynical bastards at your office who don't get it, ignore them, don't worry about it. Because eventually you'll get enough and those people either come along or leave, or be pushed out. Ostracized, remember? When the group starts helping each other, they ostracize the ones who refuse to help, whether they're strong or whether they're weak. They get ostracized until they learn that they cannot survive without the help of others, and they learn that the only way others will help them is if they help the others, right? The order matters. The order matters. I just thought of something that sort of is pervasive in our sort of digital world. The order matters. Sort of speak honestly about what you want, right? If you are don't do things for people when you want something from them. Just ask them what you want from them. And I'll give you one little example. It's a funny little example. We've all received emails that go like this. Dear Simon. Well, you wouldn't get an email to Dear Simon, but I would. Dear, insert your name, right? Dear Simon, haven't seen you in years. Hope you're well. Congratulations on all you've been doing. It's really amazing. We should get coffee sometime. If you could do me a favor, if you could vote for me on this website, I'm hoping to win, some $1,000 prize for my design, blah, blah, blah. Hope you're well, talk to you soon. Kenny, right? We've all received an email like that. And how do we respond to it? Right? Now, what happens if you get the same email that goes like this? Dear Simon, I'm hoping you could vote for me on this website. I'm trying to win some $1,000 prize for my design. I haven't seen you in years. I hope you're really well. Congratulations on all that you've been doing. We should get a coffee sometime. Thanks, Kenny. Totally different. In other words, when we know why you're emailing and it comes first, it has a remarkable impact. We know that all those pleasantries are just buttering us up to get to what they want. Right? But if you come right out with what you want, we're actually very grateful for the pleasantries. Right? It's the same thing in human interaction. Don't give someone a cup of coffee if you need a favor back. Just ask them for the favor. It builds trust. I can't trust you every time you do something nice for me. I think you want something from me. I won't trust you. And this is what companies do to us. Right? Well, we did this for you. Why won't you do this for us? That's not how it works. Generosity, bending down to pick up the papers, holding the door open for someone, is expecting nothing in return. Ever. You do not give. This is what happens in new business, right? New business is built on relationships. And so we build the relationship until we're comfortable to ask for the business. In other words, you were only befriending me till the point you felt that I would let down my guard and you could ask me for something. The whole time you were just waiting for that time. It doesn't work that way. If you actually want to build relationships, you build relationships without wanting anything. And that's how you build trust. You want to know why the Marines gave me this incredible access? I mean, literally, they said, Simon, anything you want to see, you got it. Anything you want to do, you got it. You can go. We went past signs that said, no observers, no civilians beyond this point. I'm like, can I take pictures? They're like, go ahead. You should see some of the pictures. They're unbelievable, right? I'm like right in there, Marines coming at me. We went out to the Crucible, and they're all like, you know, they're like rolling in the dirt and like, you know, going under barbed wire, and I'm like, I'm not joking either. They're like, you know, unprecedented access, access that journalists would be jealous of. Do you know why they gave it to me? Because in all the time that I've been visiting with Marines and having meetings with them, I've never asked for anything. I don't want anything, and I don't have anything to sell. I just keep showing up and say, what do you need? How can I help? And at some point they said, when I called them and said, I need a little favor, because they know I haven't been waiting for the favor. It's the time now that I have a little favor. They go, absolutely, whatever you need. It's called human relationships. Companies don't do business with companies. People do business with people. You know, your company didn't win IBM as a client. Somebody who likes somebody said, we'll hire you. And if they didn't like you, they're just, you know, they're playing roulette. Well, we're betting that, you know, this will work out. Those are the weak relationships. Yes.